So we started People of Freedom in 2018, really as a response to this hunger and cry in our hearts for more from Him, for more of His glory, for more of His presence, for more freedom in worship. And that opened up some opportunities for us throughout that year, 2018, to travel around the Midwest and do different various youth events and conferences and things like that. And it was good, and we had some momentum going. And then God did this very unique thing in 2019. We went to this conference at IHOP, and following that, He put this cry in our hearts, this response to say, we're going to pause. We're going to put everything on pause. We're going to wait, not record any albums, not do any conferences, really not launch anything, but to put it all aside and lay it on the altar and say, God, we just want to seek your face. And so it's what we affectionately call the year of abiding, 2019. It was really just me and Aaron, a few other people who just sought the Lord. But through it, what happened was God began to transform our vision for People of Freedom. Whereas before, it was all about the music. It was all about the songs and the events and the presentation. And God began to transform it into an invitation for us to become lower and just invite people to come into His presence and to belong, to be in His presence and to see their entire spirit and everything come to life. And so God really refined it to just a couple of things. One, to minister to the Lord in our worship, that it's not about it's not about people, it's not about the songs, it's about Him and His heart. And we believe that when we do that, two things happen. His presence comes and the church receives power. The church is empowered for revival, and we believe that's so important. And then we see that the believers are equipped to live in freedom. And one of the ways we do that is through our podcast, Abiding Daily, in our journal, where we really practically walk alongside people in order to equip them to live in total freedom in Christ.
Yeah, we just really believe that the Lord has set Nathan and I apart, and really all believers have been called and set apart to minister to the Lord in spirit and in truth. And a verse that just keeps coming to mind is Isaiah 45:19, where He says, I publicly proclaim bold promises. I don't whisper obscurities into a dark corner. And I wouldn't have told the people of Israel to seek me if I couldn't be found. Wow. I, the Lord, only speak what is true and declare only what is right. So that's a promise that we get to carry, that we don't have to strive to find Him. We don't have to work hard to gain His affection or His attention. We have it. It's a promise. So through ministering to Him, we can come to Him boldly in surrender, and He'll meet us there. And really that's all we've been doing through all the different ways that People of Freedom is spread out at this point, is just we come before Him in humility and surrender, and we say, you alone are worthy of our praise. You alone deserve the honor and the glory. And in that, He comes and meets us in ways that we could never experience otherwise. And that really is the root of revival in the church, is just surrender and adoration to the Lord. And so that's what we're doing.
Yeah, it's simple, it's exciting, it's a spark to see God awaken and activate the church into more. So that's who we are. This is People of Freedom.